Hi, guys. We are live on YouTube and on Instagram. We're talking about reality today, and welcome to those who come here. And it's always fun to bring the forces together to open up for all the people that is finding us right now, but also later in time, as reality is kind of a fluid thing that is timeless. So when people connect, we connect always now. It's like we can watch a TV, and in the moment we watch a TV show, we get, it hits you, it meets you, and connects with your state of being at the moment. And that is really like how reality is like, it doesn't really matter where you have been or where you are going. Like, reality always connects with you right now. Some people call it Zen, some people call it all kinds of things, reality, consciousness, awareness. But we really kind of are looking for a way to like start living more, like to step into reality. Stepping into reality sounds weird because almost sounds like we're doing something. And we might feel like we are doing something because we can feel like we're not in reality. We can feel that we are kind of away from ourselves, that we are in drama. We're all in these emotions. We are in our ego. We're in all these things. So we don't necessarily feel that we're living as we can. So we might feel like distant from ourselves, depending on how you're looking at yourself, how you're realizing your kind of connectedness. So then in kind of like the masculine route to like consciousness or awareness or reality is that we're like thinking that we have to like engage with it, we have to go forward. It's like it becomes a goal, just like an orgasm. We have to get the orgasm, get to reality. We have to get the girl, we have to get the work, we have to get the money. It's always like the goal is always in front of us. So we are always kind of living in the future, and yet reality is always here. So it's actually not in the future, it's always here. So reality is more of allowing yourself to be, which is more feminine, which is more like just engaging with life. And by doing that, by relaxing, we actually step into beingness of just allowing the connection of life kind of make love to you. Allow yourself to be in consciousness or reality or awareness or Zen. Just kind of like you're allowing yourself to be, or void space. It's many words. Or like to feel God. Like there's many ways to feel, and everybody's talking about it differently. We're experiencing it differently. We use different words for it because we have different egos. We have different cultures where we come from. So it's natural that we actually will feel it, describe it differently. Sometimes we feel it, we connect more with when we drink, or we do drugs and different stuff, or we take a shower, we can feel like connected. But it's just reality is just, that is that feeling of just being in the flow of life, and the connected, like feeling that you are where you're supposed to be. You are like right there, just floating on top of the world, just your little boat. And every boat has like different parameters, because we have kind of created a body, we have created an ego, a life, our parents, our work. So we have kind of a different boat, but we still are all floating. We might be taking in more water or less water, or we might have a bigger boat, more a bigger engine. but we're still all kind of there floating and hanging out. So that is like when you're connecting with the body, you can realize that the body can become more at ease. It can start to kind of embrace that beingness, that reality, that energy body. That is our feeling, kind of that vibrant feeling of just stepping into life. That our body can kind of actually grow in that feeling. So then when I say grow, then it puts you in the future right away. But it still always is now. It's just that seeing that just like we have a past, we have a future, we have somewhere we are headed. So we can open up our mind and see that there's a thin red thread that led us here and that will continue to lead us forward into the now of the future. But when we kind of allow ourselves to realize that we have this body, this ship, then we can feel like, yeah, there's certain areas when we go into certain, like, you know, terrains of, like, when it's raining or it's windy, like our boat works differently because we have maybe put up too big a sail, or we don't have a sail at all. So we don't go forward, we don't float as in the same way. So the body has the potential to kind of float more, or it can flow in a different way. So it's like kind of like a growing awareness. That doesn't mean that anyone else is doing it less. They're doing it where they're supposed to be, but they're still, if we're looking at ourselves, there's daring to be mature about it and daring to accept that we are exactly where we're supposed to be. But we can also, you know, work on our boat, that our boat will gradually, maybe we will put some, you know, we will patch up some of those leaks that are like, so the boat will get higher in the water and we float differently. So that is the understanding of the body, that we can actually like start allowing more energy to come in, and we will feel in a different way. The gates, our sexual, our physical, our emotional, our mental, our breathing, our spiritual, all these things, we can all kind of grow in this feeling. We can all grow in these different gates. It can become a bigger flow of things. So when we talk about reality is always now, and we have to dare to engage with it every day. It still requires our intention, and yet it is always here. No, whether you believe in it or not, whether you choose it or not, it's always here. So when you both become more stable, then you will notice that your unconscious mind, you will just engage with life more effortlessly, naturally. So it's just kind of, your boat will gradually just lead you more and more into bigger and bigger flows, being able to handle greater winds, hurricanes, all this stuff. So that is the potential that we can kind of allow our body to embrace and make love to life in a greater speed, or with more of yourself. You can engage with more of yourself into this energy of life. So reality is the easiest of things. It's always there. No matter what technique or tradition you are, you will feel that you suddenly feel like, oh, you know, even if you do a sauna or do yoga, or you do tai chi, like, you will feel suddenly like you feel very connected. So being connected is not hard. We all do it, whether we walk or have sex or are on top or feeling cold or warm or drugs. But it's also that we can kind of gradually simplify our connection with it, so that we more effortlessly can just stay connected. When we sleep, when we walk, when we don't do anything, that we still are aware that we're always connected. We're always in reality. We're we're growing in that connection. So for the last 20 years, my connection has grown, but it's always been there ever since I was little. But as I simplify my body, I simplify my intention, more effortlessly that connection is always here, more effortlessly energy flowing through my body. So that is what the potential is. If you want to, you can engage with it and allow your unconscious mind to start working in your favor. You can start allowing life to work in your favor. You can start to flow more and more with life. So that is the potential I bring forward. And I have clients that I kind of help them and guide them to motivate them to step into that same flow that I've done, and to start like simplify that connection in the body so that you just more and more do it effortlessly. So that is the potential and the beauty of this life, that we can all just connect more and more and connect with other people and just live in harmony. So dare to live in harmony, guys. It's been a beauty to talk a little bit about it today. If you're wondering about donations, go to my webpage and give a donation if you want to. Everybody's different. Everybody does what you feel is working for you. So there's no judgment, just beauty. We share in beauty. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a beautiful Wisdom Wednesday. Bye, guys.